Hey, what's going on, everyone? First DVD I want to talk about is Chikara's Wit, Verve, and a bit of Nerve. I would say this is a good show. This is an essential show to pick up because it featured a title change. The BDK, Claudio, Castagnoli, and Aries won the Campeones de Parejas from the Colony. So it's a pretty big match. And the overall match, I thought it was good. It wasn't amazing, though. Some pretty unique booking here. We had the BDK came out. The whole stable came out and pretty much destroyed the Colony at first. So they kind of had a disadvantage. Campeones de Parejas matches are 2 out of 3 falls, as some of you guys might know. So, the odds were kind of stacked against the Colony, but the Colony looked great. They played great baby faces. Just another great BDK match which had the crowd totally into everything. And that's why I think the BDK angle is working. I wouldn't say it's overrated. It's just the crowd really hates them and they view them as these monstrous heels. So I definitely think it works. Fire Ant kicked out of a lot of great finishers, but it just wasn't enough. I think Claudio and Aries did like a European uppercut doomsday device to put, I think it was Soldier Ant, to pin Soldier Ant, put him away. So just a solid match. I would say this is the match of the, yeah, probably the match of the night. Easily the match of the night. Just really, really good stuff. I actually thought this show was better than the 2 previous Chikara shows, which were the Mid Condition and the World of Comforting Illusion. I don't know, those shows were very disappointing to me. They were kind of a turnoff for Chikara for me. I was kind of contemplating about not buying, some of their shows again, maybe just the big shows, but I thought the wrestling was a lot better here. So I'll say that. Some of the other good matches here worth checking out. We had Dasher Hatfield and Tim Donst. Tim Donst played a great heel in this match. It just provoked a lot of emotion out of the crowd. The crowd was really into it. It wasn't pretty, but it told a pretty good story. Next up, we have Quackenbush and Jigsaw teaming up with Incoherence to take on Fist and the Neo Solar Temple. Your basic, Chikara match. A lot of great Chikara action here. Incoherence looked great. Quackenbush got on the mic after the match and put Hallowicked and Frightmare over. Talked about how Frightmare was the rookie of the year out of anyone in professional wrestling. And Incoherence is going to have a championship match at the Anniversary show, so they gave him a lot of momentum heading into that match. So that was a good match. Equinox and Lince Dorado had a nice, fast-paced, athletic match. I thought that was good. We actually had Vin Gerard I'm sorry, not Vin Gerard. What's the name of the tag team? The Unstable. The Unstable actually took on the Osirian Portal. This is a sleeper match, probably one of the most underrated Chikara matches all year. I wouldn't say it was one of the best matches that the company's done so far, like some people are saying, but it was surprising. Just an excellent, excellent match. Well, I'm not that high on the Unstable. A lot of people don't like them, but this match is good, so definitely check that match out. From this show, that's pretty much it. I would definitely say this show is good. It was very, very solid. All right, next I want to talk about Smart Mark Video. They have a sampler DVD. It's only $1.99. Basically, a lot of independent companies are under contract with Smart Mark, so Smart Mark distributes a lot of their shows. They distribute Chikara and CZW, but this is some of their lesser-known promotions that are out there. And I really wasn't impressed. A lot of these matches, I think you really need to be there live just to see them. Not necessarily shows and matches you really want to watch on DVD, but I wanted to check out a lot of these promotions. The first promotion is out of Minneapolis, and they had a match here between Mike Quackenbush and Claudio Castagnoli. This is from the Sweet 16 tournament. I think this took place back in October. This is good, just not as good as the IWA match from the Ted Petty Invitational between Claudio and Quackenbush. That match is supposedly amazing, so definitely try to get your hands on that. But the first promotion, the overall atmosphere and the setting of the first promotion, just a little bit disappointing. I was just a little bit underwhelmed with the atmosphere. That's just me. Next will be Irish Airborne taking on Hallowicked and Frightmare. This is from IWA East Coast. This is a good tag match. Very, very good. Could have been a lot better if they had more of a crowd to play off of. So that was good. The IWA Mid-South match was kind of disappointing. Just not that good, in my opinion. We had Sal Thomaselli taking on Jason Haze. Just really didn't impress me at all. Next we had Sterling James Keenan taking on Drake Younger. This is from the IAW promotion. We've seen Sterling James Keenan on a lot of ROH shows. To bring him in from time to time. He's never really impressed me that much. But this promotion seems very, very gothic. A very, very dark setting, very gothic. But pretty cool, pretty cool setting. We had Jay Bradley taking on Kyle O'Reilly. This is from the AAW promotion. I believe this is from the Midwest. somewhere between Iowa and Chicago, I think they're based out of. This didn't go too long, a little bit disappointing, but the AAW promotion it's pretty big right now. You know, they have a lot of great shows that you could check out. Bryan Danielson was on one of their shows last year, which is supposedly great, and they have a great match available right now from the 6th anniversary show. I think it's a no rope barbed wire match between the Phoenix Twins and the House of Truth, which is apparently an excellent match. So definitely check them out. Anarchy Championship Wrestling. We had Scott Summers taking on Jimmy Jacobs. The actual match was good. You know, Jacobs looked good here. It was a nice, solid Jimmy Jacobs match. However, very disappointed in the production values. Production values just seemed very dark to me. Just the overall presentation was just disappointing, considering that Smart Mark has been, you know, heavily promoting this company over the last couple of months. So next we have John Moxley taking on Davey Richards from HWA. This is a promotion based out of Dayton, I believe. I believe Nigel had a lot of matches coming up in this promotion when he first started out. But, you know, this is good. You know, don't expect an amazing Davey Richards match. Just a nice, solid match there. And then we had the ICW match featuring Drake Younger and Troy Walters. Barely anyone was in attendance for this match. Maybe 10 to 15 people. But very interesting. Very interesting to see a match with, you know, this amount of people watching the show. I mean, just, but, you know, overall, kind of disappointed in the sampler. I thought they could have put a lot better matches on here. You know, this is not really going to make me want to check out some of these other promotions and actually make me buy the DVD. But if you get your hands on it, you know, it's definitely worth a look. It's only $1.99. So, but let's move right along. Next DVD I want to talk about is Anniversario Elf. This is a Chikara show from May. Pretty new. It's you know, their anniversary show. Last year, their anniversary show was one of the best Chikara shows of the year. Anniversario Yang. It was a great show. This show was not as stacked. Just didn't have a lot to it. You know, started off pretty good. You know, featured a lot of tag teams thrown into the opening match. A good opener between some of the best Chikara tag teams. Fist, Super Smash Brothers were brought back for this show, and I believe Equinox and Helios actually won the match. The Future is Now. So that was a good opener. But, you know, this featured a lot of disappointing matches. Fire Ant and Lince Dorado was short. It was sweet, but disappointed. I think they could have done a little bit more. Soldier Ant and Tim Donst was disappointing as well. The crowd was into it. You know, Tim Donst played a great heel, cut a great promo before the match as usual, but it just didn't have a lot of intensity. It just, you know, if you're new to Chikara, this match probably won't impress you at all. You know, you really have to be in tune with the storylines to really appreciate that match. So that's just me. What else here? We had Quackenbush and Jigsaw teaming up with the Throwbacks to take on the Bruder Shaft with Daizee, Haze, Sara Del Rey. They were in the match, and a nice 8-man tag match. I thought both women looked great. You know, they definitely blend in nicely. You know, they just really good stuff. Quackenbush tossed around Daizee Haze like she was nothing. I thought Jigsaw looked great here. Crowd was cheering Chikara after the match. Just great Chikara action once again. You know, 3.5 stars. Just a really solid match. Next we have the match of the night, and I'm probably a lot higher on this match than a lot of people are. I think everyone needs to check this match out that loves Chikara. This is Hallowicked and Frightmare taking on Claudio, Castagnoli, and Aries for the Campeones de Parejas. Great storyline stuff. Delirious was actually, you know, part of the BDK now. He attacked, or surprisingly attacked, you know, Incoherence right before the match. And, you know, Incoherence was kind of at a disadvantage, you know, so they were playing the underdogs once again, you know, just like the Colony were back at the last show that I talked about. Just really good stuff, you know, great emotion from the crowd. Once again, Frightmare was awesome in this match. He pulled off one of the sickest spots of the year so far. An excellent spot. Basically, Claudio goes to do the Ricola Bomb, and then, what's his name? Frightmare kind of does like a pull-up on the rafters. He kind of grabs one of the pillars, and, you know, kind of tries to do a leg scissors. Claudio looks like he's going to go for the Ricola Bomb off the top of that. Or looks like he's going to drag him down and do the Ricola Bomb. And then Frightmare does a beautiful Hurricanrana and counters that right into a pin to pin Claudio. That was just a beautiful spot. Everyone needs to check that out. That was awesome. I just thought this whole match was good. You know, just really good. You know, baby faces versus heels. Just an excellent tag team match. And you know, the referee. You know, the thing about this match was, you know, the Bruder Chef has their own referee now. So, you know, the odds were totally stacked against Incoherence the whole match. But, you know, the great thing is the whole Chikara locker room came out and tried to rally behind Incoherence, so I thought that added a lot of emotion to the match. This is really good stuff. Next we have the main event. We had Eddie Kingston taking on Tommy Dreamer. in the main event. This was, you know, on paper, you know, it seemed pretty cool. You know, Kingston and Dreamer have a lot of similarities, but this wasn't much of a match. Basically, this just set up another match between Claudio and Kingston down the road. They're going to do a Kingston and Tom and Dreamer taking on Claudio and Aries at one of the shows in Philadelphia coming up. But I like this, though, because it definitely, you know, rehashes or brings back the whole Eddie Kingston versus BDK storyline, which is pretty much the whole purpose of the BDK, I think. You know, I think one of the reasons they formed was because of the whole Eddie Kingston, Claudio Castagnoli respect feud. I'm not so sure if I'm accurate on that, but I definitely think, you know, Eddie Kingston's going to play a big part in the whole blow-offs part of the whole BDK angle. So, pretty good storyline progression. That's pretty much it, running out of time, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. Alright, thanks.